What we should be more concerned about today than James O'Keefe stuff and maybe some other stuff in the news is what the House of Representatives has once again done with another uniparty bill. You know, you see headlines in the Washington Post. House passes bipartisan bill to cut business taxes, boost child tax credit. Oh, it sounds so good. Why, given where we are in this country and the temperament of the left and what they're trying to do and run up the score to destroy this country, why are we partaking in bipartisan anything? Can someone explain to me that? What is this Republican Congress doing in looking for bipartisan anything with the left right now? And here comes just another bill, another uniparty bill that's somehow masked as something that it's going to do, and it's going to lower the tax credit and all this other. It's basically just a big disguise for more government handouts that's going to add to the deficit, that's going to add to inflation, corporate welfare gone wild. And here are the Republicans going, hey, look at us. We can do stuff. We're passing bipartisan legislation with the Democrats in the House. Wow, great, thanks. This is why we are in the shape we are in, because our representatives don't believe in what we actually believe in. They do not believe in smaller government. They do not believe in individual freedom. They do not believe they believe in socialism. They don't believe in capitalism. They don't believe in upward mobility. They don't believe in any of this. They think broad bipartisan, we're going to name it something nice. We're going to tell people what it does, and they're just absolutely going to love it. And it's bipartisan. Look at us. Aren't we great? This bill sucks.
Yeah, and I didn't even hear about the bill. This is the first I'm hearing about it. But so what is even the name of it?
I'll tell you what it is, because the Washington Times has a big thing. House passes bipartisan bill. Bipartisan bill to slash taxes for business and enhance the child tax credit is one step closer to becoming law. Well, now it's already passed.
It's a tax relief for American families.
Well, it passed the House. It passed the House.
Right.
350, you know how I keep saying in the Senate it's really 90-10? This bill passed out of the House 357 to 70. Republicans backed the bill.
It's a bad bill.
Exactly. The Republicans backed it 169 to 47. 169 to 47. The Democrats voted for it 188 to 23. So we're like 18 votes less than what the Democrats did to pass it. Parents in Main Street communities all across this country will see lower taxes, says House Ways and Means Chairman Jason Smith, Missouri Republican who brokered the bipartisan deal. Yep. Low tax socialism, as Daniel Horowitz called it today. Low tax socialism.
Randy Feenstra, who's a Republican in the 4th District in Iowa, not a Trump fan. He was siding with DeSantis, even though he didn't officially endorse DeSantis. But he claims it's a win for Iowans to buy cheaper manufacturing equipment. But the question is Iowa's families,
right? And it might be completely true. That might be one of the benefits of this bill. It's the other stuff in the bill that doesn't benefit the Iowans that you got to, or the rest of the Americans. They have to sit there. Well, what the hell else is in this thing? How many pages is it? Okay, so Iowa got something. What did we all? Well, we all know what we got. We got screwed again. Basically, if it's if it's bipartisan by that number, that means a lot of people are getting money, and it ain't us.
Adding welfare dependency to the tax code, which is worse than welfare itself, is not a win for anybody. I don't care what anybody says, and that's exactly what this bill does.
Well, they're adding affordable housing money in there, and that's always a concern as a building background. Having a building background, you know, you wouldn't need affordable housing if your taxes were low,
right?
You know, and your property taxes in your local, state, and federal government. And, you know, it's a subsidization. It's not a fair market, free market type of building, you know. And when these builders build these projects, you got to go 20% affordable. You know, it's just another subsidy. But if you had responsible government, you wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
And again, I hate to bring this up because I know people disagree, but taxes in this country right now, if you look at the actual brackets and you look at what you actually pay, at least as far as federal income tax on your actual return, taxes in this country, thanks to Reagan, thanks to Bush, thanks to the Trump tax cuts, all of those, Taxes in this country right now, compared to where they have been, are on the lower side than where they have been and where they will be in the future. God forbid the Democrats win, and God forbid they win the House in 24. You think taxes are? Some people think they get overtaxed because we pay all these. Let me tell you something. We're going to go from about 28%, and it's going to go lower next year. The Trump tax cuts, I think, run out in early 2026 or 2025. If they win, you think taxes are a problem now? Bernie Sanders, if it was up to him, would have taxes at 80%. So taxes in this country are not as high as they have nearly been in the past or could be in the very future. And, taxes are not exactly our issue right now. So this whole, we're going to lower taxes. Okay, great. We all want lower taxes whenever we can get it. But like Rick said, if all the other stuff in this bill is basically making welfare dependency part of the tax code, nobody wins.